Hey guys, it's Leopoldo. We're going to do a nice and easy stocks run here. First thing you're going to want to do is dodge the mobs at the beginning. If you pull them, it's not a big deal, but if you can dodge them, that's the best way to do it. You're going to throw a rank 1 blizzard into the back, and then pull those mobs that you just dodged. You're going to be using rank 1 arcane explosion to pull the rooms. It's nice to do a little back hop as you press arcane explosion. It just gives you a little bit of extra range so you can hit the targets from a little bit further away. And you're going to blink across the rooms once you have the first few rooms pulled. This helps minimize damage. Then it's just nice and easy, pop trinkets and blow them down. Shatter spec will definitely help for this. The only things that I have that actually benefit me in this run are 3 points into Arcane Explosion and 2 points into Shatter. If you wanted to take some talents to help you out with this, I'd definitely recommend 5 points into Shatter, 3 points into Cone of Cold, and 3 points into Arcane Explosion, as well as the crit damage bonus for Frost Spells. So now this is going to be your trickiest pull here, basically just because of the stuns that you get. It's mostly RNG, but you can help minimize the stuns by just keeping your distance from the mobs. For example, towards the end here, when you have them all grouped up together, you're at your highest likelihood to take a stun, so you want to keep your distance as much as possible. Throw down a Nova here. You can do so because you're going to ice block later, so you'll have time for your Nova to get back up again. You can pull these mobs, then blink across the rooms, and then hit an ice barrier into an ice block. You want to try and face pull Cam Deep Fury here. He doesn't always. Sometimes you have to get him on your own like I do here. So I throw out a rank 1, and then I go into my Nova. Now right there is the hardest time to not get stunned. So if you do, you can cold snap and ice block again, or you can blink out of it. But you want to try and get off that Nova and start doing damage as quick as possible. Another thing I'd like to mention is that it's always viable once you get that Nova off to back up and Blizzard. But that's usually just something you want to do when you're feeling a little bit more cautious if you're taking a little bit too much damage. This room is really easy. Just take a right, don't pull anything just yet. Go and pull the back of the right room, then you go to the north room and pull the boss there. You can just rank 1, fire blast him, and the ogre boss should pull on its own. Then you go into the last room and then blink out of there, throw up your ice barrier again, then burn him down. You'll also be getting disarmed throughout the dungeon, but it's usually not too big of a deal. If you really want to, you can run a one-handed weapon and an offhand, but you can see I'm just wearing a staff here, so it doesn't matter too much. Before I'm doing each one of these pulls, I'm letting my ice barrier tick down to about 40 seconds, just so I have it available whenever I need it throughout the pull. You never want to be waiting for that. It should always be up and ready for kill phase. This left side wing is a bit easier than the right side wing, mostly because there's less stuns, and you don't have to worry about Cam Deep Fury, because he actually does a decent amount of damage. There's no real gear requirement for this dungeon. I'd say minor speed to boots helps, but it's not necessary. Everything else, you're searching for your basic damage stuff. You want spell power, crit, intellect, all the good stuff. But if you find yourself lacking in some areas, just tone it down a bit and do like 2 rooms at a time, maybe 3 rooms, whatever you feel comfortable with. This is the last room of Stockades. The only trick here is that Dextrin Ward is going to be in a random room. So you want to try and make sure you go into his room last. but I've pulled them as the very first room, and you can still make it through fine. You can just turn around, do a jump turn, Cone of Cold to slow them down a bit, or you can blink out of the way. But same process as all the other rooms, just get them all together, Nova, blow them down however you choose. And that's everything you need to know to get started boosting stockades. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.